Well, good evening. Good evening, my friends, my entrepreneurial community. It is so great to see you once more. Tuesday night, we're rocking and rolling, and just glad to have you here. Well, thank you for showing up. Hey, this is Jim Foster, the business training coach here, man. I'm always thrilled to share my information that comes from a collection of over 50 years in business. And today, I want to share a special subject to you. It delves in the realm of achieving financial security. How do you achieve financial security? And tonight, specifically, we're going to be talking about the role of precious metals, that is gold and silver specifically, in achieving financial security. You see, I think this is very important. In the last few weeks, I've been talking about entrepreneurs finding funding to start their business. We've been talking about how to maintain funding in your business to generate the cash flow, to have that income that is constantly coming in. Because, your business really thrives off generating revenue. So, in this present day, we know that achieving financial stability is a significant concern, and it is often filled with uncertainties and worries. The challenges we face today, like the economic downturn, inflation, worldwide uncertainties, look at what is happening in the Middle East right now. These things have got us to be searching for dependable ways to safeguard our financial future and to build wealth that can be passed on down to our generation yet to come. So today, I'm sharing the, a solution that has been tried and tested over time, offering a safe harbor amid the turbulent seas of our financial world, the realm of precious metals. Yes, specifically gold and silver. So, in the next little while, we will explore how precious metals can play a vital role in helping you attain and keep your financial security intact. You might be curious about what these special precious metals are. Well, these are the types of metals that are naturally rare and incredibly valuable due to various reasons. They have been known throughout history as a means of storing value, protecting against inflation, ravaging inflation, and are crucial in maintaining in many industrial processes. So among all the precious metal, two will take center stage tonight. Yes, there are lots of other precious metals, especially in the industrial arena, but we're going to focus on gold and silver because this is more easily attainable for the average individual. But before we dive into the remarkable attributes of gold and silver, let's first get a grip on the concept of fiat currency. You see, in today's financial landscape, most of the coins and paper money we use are known as fiat current money. What these are currencies that are part of, uh, it is no longer, it used to be, but it's no longer tied to physical commodity or financial instrument. Instead, their value is supported by the government that issued them. Whether we're talking about the US dollar, the British pound, the Indian rupee, or even the euro, they are all fall into the category of fiat currency. In fact, um, the US dollar is really backed, as it says, by the full faith of the government. So that is the assurance that we have. But no wonder in today's climate, people are uncertain because of what we see happening. This system brings its own set of challenges, though, such as inflation and devaluation of currency, which has led many people to seek a more reliable option to secure their financial future. Now, as we delve into the world of precious metals, I want to stress the importance of caution in this journey. You see, while investing in gold and silver can be a sound strategy, it's crucial to be aware of imposters, yeah, and scam artists, oh yeah. They may try to deceive you with fake or inferior products. They can present you with what seem to be genuine, but in reality, it is far from it. So, how can you distinguish between the real deal and the counterfeit or inferior products? Well, let me give you some tips to keep in mind. The first one is going to be the source. Always acquire your precious metals from a reputable and well established source. Do your research on the dealers or vendors and that you may intend to buy from. Seek recommendation from trusted source and review other buyers, what they have to say. Today it is just customary that you check the review before you make decisions on almost anything. So, second precaution is to understand purity and authenticity. You see, genuine gold and silver have specific purity levels, and these are often marked as in percentages. For example, a 24 karat gold is 99.9% pure, while sterling silver is typically 92.5% pure. So when you're buying these products, you should be sure to ask for documentation or certification of the product's purity while making the purchase. Many of the authentic dealers will always produce documentation. And if they can't, then it's a sign that you should keep on walking. A third method of what you should know about is weight and size. You see, real precious metals have specific weights and size. You have to be cautious if the item you're buying appears to be too light or doesn't match the standard measurement for its type. Uh, Gold and silver are both sold in quantities of ounces, but then there's also a bar of gold or a bar of silver. A fourth method to verify authenticity to be sure you are making the right decision is testing, the testing method. There are various tests that can be employed to test, such as magnetic test. How many of you know that precious metals are not magnetic? So that's a simple test that you can apply. And if it is pulled by a magnet, then you know that you're dealing with fake. The sound test is also another way of testing. You see, genuine silver produces a distinctive ring when it is struck. And of course, there's the acid test. This is using the appropriate acid to verify its purity. The fifth method is professional appraiser. Consider having a professional appraiser or an expert evaluate your purchase, especially if you're making a large investment. They can provide you with an unbiased source of the metal's authenticity or its value. And yes, there is a sixth method, the hallmarks and the stamps. Look for the official hallmark or stamp on the metal, which is often indicates its purity and origin. Exquisite ones, they will always have their mark on it. But of course, you cannot rely on this alone because keep in mind that counterfeits can sometimes replicate these marks so that you can be easily deceived. So that is not a foolproof method, but nevertheless, it is a method. So the key takeaway here is to do your due diligence before making any investment in precious metals. Trustworthy dealers and reputable sources will always be willing to provide the necessary documentation and information that you might need to provide the authenticity of their products. But Be wary of deals that seem to be too good to be true. As the saying goes, if it seems too good to be true, it oftentimes is. And if something doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to seek professional guidance. And above all, guys, rely on your gut. Your gut instinct invariably will never lead you wrong. How many times have you ignored that feeling that you had and went ahead and did it anyway? And later on, it came back to bite you. You said, I really should have relied on my instinct. I really didn't feel right about it. Yes. So all these methods are simply steps that you can take to ensure that you are protected, that you get what you are looking for, and you're not deceived. Now, as we proceed on our journey into the world of precious metals and their role in achieving financial security, keep in mind that these cautionary notes is to ensure your investments are genuine and valuable as they well should be. Okay? Great. Now, the remainder of my discussion tonight will revolve around the crucial role that gold and silver plays in navigating the uncertainties of our financial landscape. Hmm. We'll see how procuring these precious metals becomes your ticket to achieving greater financial security and creating a legacy of generational wealth. So, stick around as we embark on this enlightening journey into the world of precious metals and their significance in your financial well being. Okay, so the first feature we're going to talk about is as a hedge against inflation. You see, gold and silver have long been considered inflationary hedges. During times of economic uncertainty, or when the value of the fiat currency is declining, the price of these precious metals tend to rise. By investing in silver and in gold, therefore, you can protect your purchasing power and mitigate the effects of inflation on your savings. Let me give you an example. Just imagine this scenario. It's 1971. Rewind the clock. 1971. You walk into a Ford dealership with a bag of silver coins, 1 ounce silver coins. And yes, you had been buying 1 ounce of silver every month since that time. And at that time, 1 ounce of silver was equivalent to $1. So you went into this dealership and you silver coins counted out 2,500, which of course is equivalent of $2,500, right? And you walk out, or drove out, I should say, with a brand new Ford Mustang. Price tag, $2,500. Get the picture? Okay, now let's fast forward to 2021, a couple of years ago. Now you fell in love with Ford, so you've always loved those Fords. So you walk into the dealership and you want to buy a Ford Mustang, 2021 model. Price tag, $28,000. So guys, just sit down for a minute because this is going to knock you off your feet. You pull out your 2,500 silver coin from your bag, only to find that with that 2,500 silver coin, you could actually buy two Ford Mustangs. Two, not one, for the same price. Now, why is that? One word: inflation. Inflation. You see, due to economic instability and loose monetary policies. So, by investing in your silver, you can mitigate the erosion of your purchasing power that is caused by inflation. Ironically, as mentioned, the price tag of the Mustang in 2021 was $28,000. The value of that 2,500 ounces of silver was actually over $56,000. Two Mustangs. Wow, that is nice. You see, the value of these precious metals, they tend to rise during inflationary period. And that is why it provides such a valuable hedge against devaluation of that fiat currency. Now let's talk about another feature of this precious metal, store of value. Unlike paper currency, which can be easily manipulated by governments and central banks, you see, gold and silver have maintained their value over centuries. These metals have been universally recognized as a form of wealth, huh, and have stood the test of time as reliable stores of value. Do you remember during the coronation of King Charles? Did you see that gold, the crown that he wore, laden with gold? The casket for the Queen, you understand, weighed over 750 pounds. Gold, it's all gold. So there are just some of the features and why wealthy people always have gold and silver in their possession. Owning gold and silver can provide a stability to your financial portfolio, especially during times of economic volatility. Let me take another example. Suppose there's a global financial crisis that shakes the stock market and reduces the value of traditional investment. As a matter of fact, let's not suppose we can go back to 2007, 2009 in that depression. In such a situation, owning physical gold and silver can act as a safe store of value. Their historical resilience as precious metals that retain worth can safeguard your wealth and other assets that may experience significant losses. Yes, even real estate, which is one of the other prime investment products that lost so much of its value during that depression or downturn. And guess what? They say that another one is on the horizon, and it is going to be even bigger than what we experienced in 2007 to 2009. Now, a third way to hedge against inflation to protect your financial security is through diversification, the diversification of your portfolio. This is a key to reduce the investment risk. Including gold and silver in your investment portfolio can help you to provide a counterbalance to traditional investments like stocks and bonds. You see, these precious metals generally have a low correlation to other assets, meaning that their price movements are often independent of the stock market. So, this diversification can help protect your wealth in the event of the market downturn. Now, if you are considering, let's take a look at this scenario where the stock market is experiencing a prolonged downturn, resulting in losses by equity investors, stock investors. But by diversifying your investment to include gold and silver, you can spread your risk and reduce the vulnerability and the fluctuations of the stock market. The metal's low correlation to other assets can help stabilize your overall portfolio and protect your wealth. In this aspect, it acts somewhat similar to having savings in the portfolio, which you should have some as well for liquidity and other purposes. Only problem is that again, savings is okay, currency is fiat currency, and it does not keep pace with inflation. But it does have value. Now, another feature would be currency. Um, when we think of the gold and silver, it's often seen as a safe haven during times of economic and geopolitical uncertainties. So when the markets become volatile or there is a lack of confidence in the global economy, investors tend to flock to these metals. Their perceived value as a safe investment helps maintain their price stability. As such, owning gold and silver provides a hedge against market turbulence and offers financial security during times of crisis. A fifth feature or value is your protection against currency devaluation. In an increasingly interconnected world, currency values are subject to wide fluctuations due to economic and political factors. By owning gold and silver, you can protect your wealth and the potential devaluation in your home currency. Additionally, since gold and silver is recognized globally, they hold their value regardless of the country where you reside. This makes them a reliable protection against currency risk. Let me give you another example that has to do with the losing value of the dollar. Now, in I remember I spoke about 1971. Back then, the value of a Jamaican dollar was the equivalent of $1.10 US. $1.10 US you would it would take to get one Jamaican dollar. Today, do you know what the exchange rate is? Through devaluation, you one US dollar would get you 155 Jamaican dollars. Yes, guys, that's how it works. That's how the devaluation works and causes you to lose value. But if you had gold and silver, you would still be ahead of the game. Okay, now suppose you reside in a currency, in a country where the local currency is facing significant devaluation due to the economic and political factors. Then owning gold and silver would be your ticket to maintaining your value. That was the situation, as I just recalled, with the Jamaican dollar. So you can protect yourself, your wealth, from the effects of currency devaluation by investing in metals that can act as an edge against inflation, a devaluation risk, and help you to maintain your investments. Okay, so we've covered quite a bit. So, in wrapping up, in these uncertain times, the pursuit of financial security is of utmost importance. Precious metals, particularly gold and silver, can serve as an invaluable asset, offering an array of advantages. These include acting as a shield against the effects of inflation, yeah? Preserving wealth during market downturn, diversifying your investment portfolio, providing a safe harbor during crises, and guarding against currency devaluation. However, just like any investments, it's crucial to engage in thorough research, yes, and consider your financial objectives before embarking on your journey to invest in gold and silver. Now, there are some other issues and challenges that I didn't delve into tonight. Maybe another time we'll do that. These are issues such as liquidity, accessibility, convenience, and security. When it comes to liquidity, it, traditionally it takes a while to convert your gold or silver into cash, and sometimes it's at a tremendous loss in value because of the dealer's commission. Talking about accessibility, well, that is also another challenge, getting it sometimes. The convenience, how do you store it? What about the security? If it is known in your that you have lots of gold or silver, then that makes you a target for the burglars. But what if I told you that there is a solution that not only addresses all of these concerns, but it tackles the other issues we spoke about? Imagine having a comprehensive system that offers you all of this, all of the advantages that I listed out earlier, all five of them, and then these other issues that traditionally people think in terms of when they think about silver and gold. Just imagine being able to buy gold and silver of the best quality in any denomination. If all you have is $5 to buy it, you can buy $5 worth of gold and silver. Are you thinking that's unreal? No, it's not, because the good news is, yes, there is a solution that exists like that. Now, if you are interested in knowing more about this remarkable entity that can revolutionize the way you approach precious metals and investments, then I encourage you to reach out and learn more. Your financial security and the preservation of your wealth are within your reach, and it's our pleasure to provide you with the information and the resources that you need to make informed decisions for a prosperous future. So don't hesitate to explore the pathway further. It may just be the key to achieving the financial security and the peace of mind that you've been searching for. In the link, there is a link. If you click on that link, http://gw247.com, then there you will find some additional information that will satisfy your hunger for accessing and benefiting from all the assets of gold and silver as precious metals in your portfolio. So click that link or go to that site, and alternatively, you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to share it with you. If I've given you information of value tonight, then that is my desire, that's my pleasure, and I'm happy to do so. And you might learn more by going to joining our Facebook group, the Home Based Business Forum, and there you will find information of value that I'm always putting out that will help you, the aspiring entrepreneur, you, the emerging entrepreneur who has made the leap and is on your way to success. So check us out and sign into this channel again tomorrow, next Tuesday, and we'll have some more information of value for you. Hey, this is Jim, Coach Jim Foster, the business training coach, signing off.